The three biggest reasons we can't wait to move out of California. All right, number one, and I'm sure you're expecting this, taxes. At some point, it starts feeling like you're paying extra for literally everything. Income tax, property tax, gas tax, tax on top of gas tax, fees on top of fees, and it gets exhausting. The comparison we did between what we pay to live here and what we would be paying in Wyoming last year when we decided to move was absolutely jaw-dropping, like a person's yearly income. Number two, population. We are happiest with a little more elbow room, less traffic, less noise, more open space, more wildlife than people. That's where we want to call home. John and I travel a lot for work, and we're around people all of the time. When we go home, we want to not see anybody, not hear anybody, and don't care if it's an hour to the grocery store. Number three, social division. Everything in California feels politicized. People seem
She's saying some really, really important things, and I completely understand everything that she's talking about in regards to, um, why they want to leave California. I definitely understand. I've been in Cali all my life. Outside of the year and a half I stayed in Arizona, and it is a lot of traffic. Taxes are high. But me personally, I value the weather. Living in California. That is very important to me. And I love the city. I'm a city boy, man, all the way. Don't ask me why I did it, but this is like one of my first tats right here. When I got the Cali tatted, look at why. How can I go anywhere, man? I got Cali stitched on me, man. You get what I'm saying? I'm a little crazy out here. I'm now in Texas with a Cali tat on me. You know what I'm saying? But I love Cali. Um, I understand everything that she's saying because taxes is no joke. Taxes would have most people running from Cali. Especially when you got Vegas right down the street, and it's you don't have to deal with taxes over there and things like that. So I understand when it come down to the taxes part. The traffic, I got fast track. It is what it is. And I know it's some freeways that fast track don't work. I get it. But the taxes, for the most part, I understand that. But like I said, man, it's hard to leave Cali when you born and raised in Cali.
more interested at their right than finding common ground. I'm ready for a place where being neighborly matters more than being on the same team politically. Now for the three things that we'll miss the most. Number one, probably the weather. California's gardening is basically cheating. Fresh vegetables, herbs, flowers, fruit trees almost year round. Wyoming is gonna make me earn that. Number two, our house. This one's a little hard. We've built a lot of memories here. We built this house as our forever home from the ground up. We designed it. There's no other house like it. Every project, every sunset, every family gathering. Typically, a house is just a structure, but we designed this house. There's not another one like it.
I said the weather, but before I get into that, please like and comment to the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm on a mission to lead others to Christ. And if you want to see what's next, I would love if you join this journey with me. Yeah, but like I said, the weather, that's important. Some of you who are not from Cali may say that's not a big deal to you if you're from somewhere else, but it is important to me. If you're a person who's been in Cali more than a month, it's extremely a big deal. Weather matters a lot. And in her case, she have a home that she built from the ground up. Oh, that would be very hard to live. You know how hard it is to get a home in Cali that you own? Take it another level that you have built from the ground up. You know how hard that is to get in Cali? I'm sure she's not just going to put her home on the market. Maybe she'll rent it out for a while, let the value go up. I would not just sell that house immediately if I was her. My mom have lived in homes uh, that we were in when I was a teenager. That now at that time was probably worth around 600,000, 700,000. That's now worth about $3 4 million. That's what I'm saying. If you own some property in Cali, hold that if you can. So that's a big deal. But yeah, weather and having property is a very big deal in Cali. So I get where she's coming from. She's definitely making sense. And you could tell she's from Cali because the things that she's mentioning and stuff that we all value out here in California.
Every room is designed for us. Every rock that's part of the landscape was moved by hand. Every single thing about it was built with intention. All right, number 3. This is just a minor one because we can get it when we travel. Sushi. California has incredible sushi, just like any state that has a lot of ocean. Wyoming has many amazing things, but access to fresh sushi probably isn't one of them. We'll just have to enjoy our share of bison and Yellowstone trout. The truth is, every move has a trade. There are things we'll be happy to leave behind and things we'll miss dearly. But sometimes you have to leave a place you love to build the life you've been dreaming about. Stay tuned for the things I'm looking forward to most when we move.
Yeah, she mentioned some things that are very very important when it come down to whether you're staying or leaving Cali. Things that are things that make it hard to leave Cali, and reasons why it's gonna be a easy transition leaving Cali and going anywhere else. Because anywhere you go outside of California, things are gonna go down for you, right? Uh, if you're buying some property, if you're renting, if you're, whatever you're doing when it comes down to the financial side, things are gonna go down dramatically. So that's where you win. Gas, everything is gonna go down for you. But also, if you're not just going there to retire and you have a check coming in every month, uh, wherever you go outside of Cali, you're gonna be making less. So, hey, you got pros and cons anywhere you go. But when it come down to them, yeah, more power to them. Me, I could never fully leave California. Like I said, it's hard enough with me leaving LA to another city. It's hard for me to do that. Now you're talking about leaving the entire state. Nah, I'm in LA, baby, straight up. That's why I work my butt off to stay right here. I know the trade-off for most people may be that you could go somewhere else, buy buy a house, have less traffic, pay less taxes, and probably work a lot less. And I get it. In fact, I tell people a lot of time, if you're not from California or never lived here, don't move here unless you're a multimillionaire or really successful, because it's really hard here in Cali. Cali will have you making 6 figures, wondering why your bank account, acting like you don't work at all, or you work at McDonald's or something like that. But when it comes to me, I'm cool with working hard. LA is already stitched in my blood. It's stitched on my skin. So I understand what comes with it. I'm planted like a flag here. I love this city. And here's the bigger lesson. Everybody's definition of a good life is different, man. Some people want 5 acres, peace and quiet, quietness, no traffic, and a Walmart 45 minutes away. God bless you. Me, after about 3 days, I'd be standing outside asking, where is everybody at? I love the city. I like opportunity. I like the weather. I like being around entertainment and businesses, and I'm willing to pay the price that comes with the life I chose. That's what people need to understand. Stop choosing your life based on somebody else's happiness. If moving out of California gives your family peace, financial freedom and a better quality of life, go get out of here. But don't move because TikTok told you California is finished and costs too much, and don't stay just because everybody is here either. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and he will make your path straight. The Lord. Let God direct your path, because sometimes God may tell somebody else to leave while telling you to stay and build. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all of your heart. That's That's me right there. If staying in LA means I have to work harder, then I'm going to work harder. I'm not going to complain every morning about the price of California and then refuse to do what it takes to live here. Come on, man. Either change your location or change your life situation. But stop complaining about a price you're voluntarily paying. So congratulations to anybody who left California and found a better life somewhere else. Congratulations. I genuinely mean that. But me, y'all can send me pictures, man. I'm staying right here. God willing, I'm going to keep working, keep building, keep growing, and keep enjoying this California sunshine, man, because LA isn't just where I live. But your boy Paul P is home, man. It's home. And I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, I love you all. I'm out of here. Doses.